I hate everything. 6 a.m. I'm not much of a morning person. The reason I'm awake at 6 a.m. when I really feel like I shouldn't be, because it's not human, is because, oh my god, it's cold. I'm meant to be in the Middle East. Out here, this bit here, is one of the wonders of the world. It's the ancient city of Petra. And the plan was to get up at 5, walk there, and be there at 6 when it opens, so I can beat everyone there and have the place to myself. Obviously that didn't happen because it's me. I'm gonna have a banana for breakfast while power walking to Petra. I love that the shopkeepers here can just leave their fridges open and everything exposed, even when the shop's not open, because no one's gonna steal anything. Imagine if someone did that in London. The whole thing will be gone by the morning, especially in South. I'm going way clear of them because we saw in the little Petra vlog how nasty they can be. Still beat most of the queues, just one tourist. Well guys, we did it with the first tourist in Petra. It's quite late, it's 7:08 and it opens at 6 o'clock, but it is the middle of winter, it is February right now, so that might explain why it's so quiet. I don't know if you can see them behind me on the horizon. There is one Western couple, but the thing about travelling as a couple, they're always stopping, slowing down. Oh, are you okay? Am I walking too fast? When you're solo travelling, nah. So overtake them, steam past, Petra to ourselves. We've just entered the Seek, 2-kilometre walkway with massive mountains on both sides, and this passage leads up to the one thing that I'm steaming towards before all the tourists get here, the Treasury. This is the big attraction that you've probably seen in Indiana Jones.
After you, Junior.
Morning. Hi. The walkway opened up and yeah, it's pretty astounding. It's pretty astounding. From this angle it looks like there's no tourists, but in reality, I mean, it's not bad. It's not that busy, to be fair. Just a heads up, if you do come here, lots of people will offer you donkey rides, and I have seen the donkeys not being treated great, if I'm honest with you, and I don't really agree with treating animals like that for human pleasure, and they don't really look in great condition. So for me, it's not something that I want to support, but just a heads up, a lot of people will offer you donkey rides. So it's 8:30 a.m. I didn't think I could ever achieve this much by this time in the morning. Just been on a pretty decent hike all the way up here from the bottom right down there. So I've not actually looked at a map until this point. I just started climbing stuff and ended up here. Now that I've actually opened the map and had a look, I found that this is called the obelisk. So we've got to climb to the high place of sacrifice pretty quick. Literally a bus full of Chinese tourists behind me. Here it is. It's a pretty decent 6 out of 10 death drop right there, so let's watch our footing. Oh yeah, so that was worth it. We made it to the high place of sacrifice. A really worthwhile trek in my opinion, not too difficult, but a really decent reward. The locals will tell you that you need a guide to get to some places. And of course, for the pleasure, they will charge you. So, I was wrong. You do need a guide to get to the top of the Treasury. I was stopped by a park ranger. This isn't just some local Bedouin. This was someone who actually works for the park authority. Stopped me and said, you do need a guide. And the guide wanted 20 JD to walk along a path with me. The ticket costs £50 for 1 day to get in here. Maybe I'm being stubborn, but it's just like another 20 quid to access a part of a park that I've already paid £55 to get into. The park ranger said pay or turn around. So I turned around, and now, thanks to my stubbornness, I legitimately don't know where I am. So I've gotten really lost here. Some really nasty edges, even by my standard. I just slid down here. So I'm just gonna try and make it down to safety now. I had to put the camera away because I legitimately got worried. Eventually I found a ranger who I'd strayed so far out of the park that he asked me if I had a ticket, if I was allowed in the park. He thought I just wandered in from the outside and climbed in. Maybe it was worth buying that guide after all. Whew, that was one of the few times where I genuinely thought, this could go wrong. This could go really wrong. This is the tourist trail. These are the mountains that we were stuck on top of. I was trying to get down here. I'm hoping that maybe one day I'll be satisfied just buying a coach trip, going in with a tour group, rather than doing stupid stuff like climbing these mountains on my own and nearly dying. So it's a bit busier here than it was this morning. And also, check out the fake guards. This has been a highlight for me. This is the theatre, and right now we are on stage left, so the stage is here. Here's the tunnels on either side where people could have come on stage, I guess. It's astounding. It could seat 6,000 people in all these seats. To think, about 2,000 years ago, people would have actually been sat here watching stuff right here. Like, who were these people? What were they watching? So I've just done an epic climb, and I get to the top of the climb. Apparently there's a view above the Treasury, which is where we got turned around last time. I thought I'd given up on that mission because I didn't want to pay extra for a guide, but we might just get it yet. I get the feeling I've wandered off map again, but oh my gosh, this view. Woo. The freedom of just climbing and having this to myself, there's no substitute for it. So I just passed a couple tourists, I think they were Swiss, and they said down here is good. We're gonna trust the Swiss recon word. Could we have hacked it and done it without a guide? I think we've done it. I can see a whole bunch of tourists on the other side of the mountain with guides. Yes, we've done it. We've bloody done it. We're above the Treasury. There is a way. There is a way. If you follow the green route on the tourist map, that will bring you to here. And that just goes to show, if you fail twice, then be stubborn and keep going. So it's obviously not a super secret way because there is a coffee stall there. But if you look around, it is completely empty and it is slightly off map. You have to go to the green route and then beyond. I think we can pretty safely get down here. So let's go have a look. We appear to have acquired dog meat as a companion. No, I've not got any food, dog meat. You're so cute, but stop following me. Oh, it breaks my heart. Shoo! Go! Go! So, I've ended up walking a donkey down. The donkey is called Suzanne. I stopped to have some tea with some locals, and he asked me if I could walk his donkey down for him. Oh, and there's another donkey following us as well. I am king of the donkeys, apparently. My friend Donkey. It's like an hour after we left dog meat, and he's come back. This is terrible footage because it shot my phone, but just an FYI, it gets dark really fast here. I probably should have left a lot earlier. Dog meat is legitimately still following me. He's been following me for about 4 hours. Legitimately can't see anything.